What's up, people? Just wanted to make a video for you about this topic. Should you have a morning routine? Let's talk about it. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my morning routine, and then we'll discuss whether or not it's a good idea. All right, so every morning that I wake up, I usually wake up at about 5:30 in the morning, sometimes 6 o'clock, but most of the time 5:30. I wake up, first thing I do is I brush my teeth. Reason I brush my teeth first is because you develop bacteria in your mouth overnight, so brush those teeth, get those bacteria out. All right, next thing I do is I drink water. Super important to start your day with drinking water. You lose water weight overnight out of respirating, so you want to replenish your body's source of water. All right, I usually like to drink room temperature or body temperature water if possible, but if not, I'll drink cold water if I have to. The most important thing is that you drink water, okay? So about 2 cups or a full glass of water. Definitely want to do that. It's going to get your brain going, and it's going to get your body going, going to get your day started right. And of course, you want to continue drinking water throughout the day, but very important to start off your day drinking water, all right? Next thing I do after that is I start what I call my 30-minute morning routine, and that consists of 5 minutes of meditation. Boom. What I do is basically I will put on my headphones, listen to some binaural beats, because usually I'm in Miami, which is a metropolitan area. Usually there's outside noise, so that helps me to focus within, to concentrate on what's going on inside. And I'll sit there and meditate for 5 minutes. Sometimes I will do mantras. Like this morning, my mantra was, the universe is everything. The blessings are here. The blessings are yours. The blessings are mine. That was my mantra for 5 minutes as I meditated. Sometimes I do the classic meditation, which is to eliminate any thoughts from your head. So just play it by ear, depends how I feel that morning. And after I do my 5-minute meditation, I do what I call gratitudes. I do 2 minutes of gratitudes. As I'm sitting there in my meditation with my eyes closed for 2 minutes, I just sit there and think about what I'm grateful for. All right, and I'm sitting on a yoga mat, and I have my phone next to me with a timer going to time these things out. After that, I will do stretching. So I do 13 minutes of stretching, and that consists of a mix of classic stretching, yoga moves, and also some chi exercises. So using my breath and using my chi to get my energy started for the day, to pump up my battery. After that, I do 7 minutes of calisthenic workouts. So I will do push-ups, sit-ups, arm curls, and slow squats. Actually, I just recently have gotten up to 60 push-ups and 60 sit-ups. I was, when I first started doing my morning routine, which was probably about 6 months ago, I was at 40 push-ups and 40 sit-ups, and I went up to 50, 55, now I'm at 60. So always trying to push it a little further and further. So I do 60 push-ups, and then I do 15 arm curls of 15-pound weights. Then I do 60 sit-ups. I do 30 regular and then 30 obliques. Then I do 15 more arm curls at 25 pounds each. Then I do 10 slow squats. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. And I do that 10 of those. Then I do 20 arm curls at 25 pounds each. And eventually I'll push that to do, instead of 3 sets, 2 of 15, 1 of 20, 3 sets, 1 of 15, 2 of 20, and then 3 sets of 20, always pushing it, right? You always want to be pushing, getting better. After I do my little calisthenic workout, then I do 2 minutes of planning out my day. Okay, so I literally, at that point, I turn on the lights, I sit down, I have my little schedule for the day on a notepad that I always carry around, and I literally write out everything that I'm going to do today or that day in chronological order, and I put a time to it. So I say, all right, 6:15 to 7:15, I'm running and showering. 7:15 to 8:15, I'm reading, and so on and so forth. Cool thing about that is there's a lot of cool things, and I highly recommend, first of all, before I talk about that, I highly recommend everyone to do this. This is probably the one thing that I have done that has changed my life more than anything. It sounds simple and it sounds little, but what's cool about it is you literally always know what you're doing for the whole day. So it makes it a lot more difficult, at least for me, to get distracted, because if I ever am like, oh, what should I be doing? I don't even have to ask myself, what am I doing? I look at my schedule, and whatever time it is allotted, at that time is what I do. All right. And another cool thing is that you get to cross off all the things that you do as you do them, which is satisfying in and of itself. It helps to give you structure. As they say, if you can win the morning, you can win the day, right? So if you can start that morning routine, and I end it there at that 30-minute, which is actually, if you add it up, it's a little bit more than 30 minutes now. I think it's like 32 minutes. But whatever, it's about 30 minutes, because I added in the gratitudes recently a few weeks ago, and I highly recommend that as well. Starting your day in a grateful mindset is awesome. But to start your day with that morning routine and then ending it with scheduling out your day gives you so much structure, and it gives you a really strong foundation to just go conquer your day. So I really, really, really have enjoyed that whole process, but especially the timing out and writing out my schedule in my day has helped me out a lot. Next thing I do, I run 2 miles. Boom. I used to be at 1 mile, then I went up to 1.5. Now I'm at 2. It's actually like 2.2, 2.3. I'm always running a little bit more than what I'm running, right? When I was running a mile, it was actually like 1.2. When I was running 1.5 miles, it was like 1.7. Now I'm at like 2.2. The reason why is because I'm always intending on increasing that distance. So eventually when I go to 2.5, it won't be as hard, right? But I'll actually be doing 2.7, right? So that's kind of a mental trick. Now, let me just say, I hate running. I hate running. I every time I'm about to go run, same thing with the push-ups and sit-ups and stuff, I hate it. But I do it because consistency is key for results. If you want any results in your life, you have to be consistent. If you look at, I think it was Muhammad Ali who said that he hated every minute of training, but he did it anyways. And look at what legacy he has now and what results he got. So I hate running, but I know that I'm gonna love how I feel afterwards. I love how I feel after doing the push-ups and the sit-ups. So, and of course, when I first start running too, I'm like a rickety, creaky old machine and like breaking off the rust, but after about a half mile, I'm pretty much going. I'm doing great. And my mental analogy that I use when I'm running is that my body is like a finely tuned sports car. Pick your favorite sports car. I used to imagine I was a Maserati. Now I've upgraded it. Now I'm a Ferrari. And what I imagine is literally my legs are the wheels. The motion is smooth like a wheel, right? It's smooth and it's carrying me across the ground in a very steady, consistent, smooth, effortless way. My hips are the motor or the piston, right? That's where my energy is coming from. And you better believe a Ferrari, that motor is not skipping a beat, right? That thing is just purring. It's absolute maximum efficiency of its system, right? So same thing with my hips, with my motor. That thing is just, it does not stop, right? And then my arms are more like the piston. They're working kind of, not that pistons work in this way, but I imagine that they're basically providing a little bit of inertia to help keep the engine going, like kind of like a hybrid car. When you stop, the inertia of stopping is charging your battery. My arms moving are helping to provide inertia to my engine, to my system. All right. So, but I hate running, but I love how I feel after I run. So I do it literally. It's like 6 days a week. I do try to have like one off day, usually on Saturdays, just because I go out with my girlfriend on a Friday night, have fun the next day. I don't want to wake up at 5:30. Sometimes I'll wake up at 6, maybe 6:30 on a Saturday. But I do still get in my morning routine, just minus the running, sometimes minus the push-ups to give my guns a little time to heal. But I do always never skip my stretching, my meditating, and my stretching. Never skip that. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, another thing too is after I'm done with my running, I like to take a before picture of the sky and an after picture, because as I'm starting, it's still dark. Sometimes you see the sun starting to light up the sky, but once you get back, I get back at like 7 o'clock-ish now, like a little before, maybe a little after 7, depending on when I started my run. And I run with my dog. She's the one that will make it before or after. If she's like, you know, stopping to pee a lot or smell things, I'll keep my running going while she's sitting there peeing and keep the engine going, right, in idle. But when I get back, the sky is beautiful. And I highly recommend running early in the morning, especially if you're somewhere where it gets hot, like Miami, because A, it's not as hot. B, you don't need sunglasses, which is such a pain in the ass to have sunglasses sliding down your face because you're sweating and you're fixing them and blah, blah, blah. It's just a hassle. And nobody likes that. So, but if you run before the sun comes up, you don't need sunglasses. It feels amazing. You get started with the most momentum possible to your day, and it's just awesome. So from there, I jump in the shower. Then I get out of the shower, I make some coffee, a couple hours into my day by now, and I read for about an hour, fuel my brain. So that's my morning routine. The answer to should you have a morning routine is absolutely yes. Feel free to implement any of these things that I'm doing into your morning routine if it sounds like a good idea to you. Feel free to share what your morning routine is down below. I'd love to hear what anybody else's morning routines are and what's working for you. Do you have a morning routine or not? Share that below too. And if you haven't already, give me a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It helps me to grow my channel, and you guys will be able to witness this journey that I'm on, and we'll be on this journey together. Let me know if you have a channel. I'll follow your channel too. So put that down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Start your morning routine tomorrow, right? Go ahead and plan it out. And really your morning routine starts the night before by getting a good night's sleep. All right, so I'll end it on that. Fletcher Group, sell smart, buy bold. Any real estate referrals in Miami, send them directly to me. My contact information is below, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.